Have you ever wondered how the ancient world connected, traded, and shared ideas? Today we're going to explore a network that revolutionized the ancient world, a pathway that linked the East and West in a vibrant tapestry of commerce, culture, and connection. This path is none other than the famed Silk Road. The Silk Road was not a single road but rather an intricate network of trade routes like the veins of a leaf spreading out connecting various corners of the ancient world. It sprawled across deserts, scaled mountains, and meandered through bustling cities, extending from the heart of China all the way to the Mediterranean Sea. It was a lifeline, a conduit through which goods, ideas, cultures, and even religions flowed freely. The Silk Road was the internet of the ancient world, if you will, connecting diverse civilizations and facilitating exchanges that shaped the course of history. It was not just about silk, gold, and spices, but also about Buddhism, Christianity, and the magical art of papermaking. The origins of this grand network trace back to the Han Dynasty, around 2 centuries before the turn of the first millennium. The Chinese, known for their innovative prowess, sought to establish trade relations with the West, and thus, the Silk Road was born. It was named after the most lucrative trade item of the time, the Chinese silk, which was highly sought after by the Western elites. The Silk Road was not just a road, it was a marvel, a testament to human ingenuity and determination. It was a testament to our innate desire to connect, to share, to learn, and to grow. It was a testament to the fact that even in the ancient world, we were a global community, intricately linked and interdependent. So let us dive into the intriguing journey of the Silk Road, where it all began. Picture this: China, around 130 BCE, under the rule of the Han Dynasty. This was a time of exploration, expansion, and the birth of something truly grand, the Silk Road. Under the reign of Emperor Wu of Han, a visionary leader with an adventurous spirit, China began to peek beyond its borders and set its sights westward. The emperor wanted to establish diplomatic ties and trade relations with the diverse cultures and kingdoms that lay beyond China's frontiers. But how would they get there? What route would they take? Enter Zhang Qian, a royal emissary and explorer, who was sent by the emperor on a diplomatic mission to the western regions. Zhang Qian's journeys not only established political alliances, but also opened up a network of routes stretching from China to the Mediterranean. This network of routes would eventually come to be known as the Silk Road. But why Silk Road? Well, the answer lies in the precious commodity that the Chinese had mastered the art of producing: silk. This lustrous, luxurious fabric was highly sought after in many parts of the world, especially in the Roman Empire. Silk became a symbol of wealth and status, and the Chinese had a monopoly on its production. The Silk Road, consequently, became the superhighway for the transport of this precious commodity, and its name pays homage to the critical role that silk played in international trade during this period. But silk wasn't the only thing traded along this route. The Silk Road also facilitated the exchange of other goods like spices, precious stones, and even ideas, culture, and technology. This network of trade routes, stretching over 4,000 miles across harsh deserts, towering mountain ranges, and vast grasslands, symbolized a leap in human endeavor. It was a testament to mankind's tenacity, resourcefulness, and desire to connect, trade, and learn from each other. Thus, the Silk Road, a marvel of ancient cooperation and enterprise, was born. As centuries passed, the Silk Road didn't just survive, it thrived. This was especially true during the reign of the Tang and Song dynasties. The Silk Road, a sprawling network of trade routes, was the lifeblood of these dynasties, serving as the economic backbone and cultural lifeline. During the Tang dynasty, from the 7th to the 10th centuries, trade along the Silk Road reached unprecedented levels. Chang'an, the capital of the Tang dynasty, burgeoned into a wealthy and cosmopolitan city. It was a melting pot of cultures where traders from across the world converged, exchanging not just goods but ideas, philosophies, and artistic influences. The city of Samarkand, too, became a vital hub. Nestled in modern-day Uzbekistan, it was a crucial juncture where the northern and southern routes of the Silk Road met. The city's grand bazaars teemed with a cornucopia of goods from distant lands, its air perfumed with a medley of exotic spices. As we move into the era of the Song dynasty, from the 10th to the 13th centuries, the Silk Road continued to flourish. The diversity of goods traded expanded considerably. It was no longer just silk being transported along these routes. Spices from the East Indies, Persian rugs, Indian textiles, Arabian horses, and precious stones from the far corners of the world found their way across this vast network. Trade was the bloodline of these cities, but it was the exchange of culture and ideas that truly brought them to life. Scholars, monks, and artists traveled these routes, their shared knowledge shaping the philosophies, religions, and arts of the time. The Silk Road was not just a conduit for goods, it was a conduit for the human spirit, for our shared desire to connect, learn, and grow. It was during this period that the Silk Road truly became a bridge between civilizations. It was more than a trade route, it was a symbol of cultural and economic exchange, a testament to the human spirit's drive for exploration and connection. The Silk Road's flourishing era was indeed a golden age of trade, a period that forever shaped the course of human history. All good things, as they say, must come to an end. As we delve into the decline and closure of the Silk Road, we begin to see the intricate tapestry of history unfold. Starting from the late 14th century, the Silk Road, once a vibrant artery of trade and cultural exchange, began to wane. The collapse of the Mongol Empire played a significant role in this decline. The Mongols had been instrumental in maintaining peace and stability along the Silk Road. They ensured safe passage for traders, protected caravans from bandits, and upheld a system of diplomacy that fostered trade. But as their empire crumbled, so did the security and order they provided. The Silk Road became a dangerous place, fraught with political instability and violence. Traders risked their lives to traverse it, and many chose to seek safer, more profitable routes instead. The growth of sea trade routes also contributed to the decline of the Silk Road. Maritime technology advanced, and the allure of the high seas grew stronger. Sea routes were longer, but they offered a safer and more cost-efficient way to transport goods. The allure of the Silk Road's overland path, with its harsh terrains and unpredictable dangers, began to fade in the face of the ocean's vast expanse. Political instability further exacerbated the Silk Road's decline. The fragmentation of states and the rise of new powers disrupted trade and led to increased hostility. The Silk Road, once a symbol of unity and cooperation, became a pawn in the Game of Thrones, its importance dwindling with each passing year. The decline was gradual, almost imperceptible at first, but it was irrevocable. The Silk Road, which had once bustled with life and activity, became a mere echo of its former self, a ghost road that whispered tales of the past. Trade dwindled, caravans disappeared, and the once busy marketplaces fell silent. The once bustling Silk Road gradually fell into oblivion, but its impact was far from over. The Silk Road may have faded, but its legacy is imprinted on the sands of time. As the sun set on the Silk Road, it illuminated a legacy that would shape the world for centuries to come. This ancient superhighway didn't merely facilitate trade. It was a conduit for ideas, faiths, and cultures, leaving an indelible imprint on the global landscape. At the heart of the Silk Road's legacy is its role in spreading religions. Buddhism, for instance, found its way from India to China, taking root and blossoming into a major belief system. Similarly, Islam spread from the Middle East to parts of Central and South Asia, influencing societies and cultures along its path. The Silk Road was not just a trade route, but a spiritual highway, fostering understanding and tolerance among diverse civilizations. But the Silk Road's influence didn't stop at spirituality. It also left an inescapable mark on art, cuisine, and language. Chinese silk and porcelain, Persian rugs, and Indian spices weren't just commodities. They were ambassadors of their origin nation's artistic and culinary traditions. These exchanges spurred creativity and innovation, resulting in a rich tapestry of global culture that we still cherish today. Languages, too, evolved along the Silk Road. Traders, pilgrims, and explorers carried their native tongues with them, blending words and phrases and creating linguistic hybrids that added to the richness of the world's languages. The legacy of the Silk Road is also enshrined in numerous UNESCO World Heritage Sites. These sites, stretching from China to Italy, are living reminders of the Silk Road's historical significance. They offer glimpses into the vibrant past, reminding us of the intricate network of connections that once linked the East and the West. The echoes of the Silk Road still resonate in our world today, reminding us of an era when civilizations connected in remarkable ways. This ancient superhighway may be a thing of the past, but its spirit of connection, exchange, and understanding continues to shape our world, echoing through the ages.